Hello everyone, it's me again, back with another video. So I decided to make this video very late at night indeed. I had to make it because I feel it's quite urgent. So have you heard the news about this recent epidemic that's been spreading, sweeping across the whole of Europe? If you thought that this had to do with the COVID virus, or that this was in some nature of a deadly infectious disease, well, you'd be wrong. In fact, this epidemic has to do with cars ramming themselves into a crowd of people. And sadly, this epidemic has arrived in this country. So I've just received the news this afternoon where a Ford Transit van rammed itself into a crowd of people, and this happened in central London. And sadly, unfortunately, it claimed the life of a woman in her mid-20s. My deepest condolences go to the victim, and obviously a family that must be grieving for their loss right now. And so it actually took place in a part called the Strand in central London. So you remember, for those of you who've been to the second Tommy Robinson rally that we went to, so we started off mustering together at the Royal Courts of Justice, then we marched towards Trafalgar Square. So that place where we were mustering in, it's very, very close by to where this incident took place. That's where it took place, outside King's College, I believe. Now, obviously, I know what you're thinking, that surely this definitely is not terror related, right? I mean, this is just surely another isolated incident, that the perpetrator must have had mental health issues, that surely the eyewitnesses must have been 100% certain that the driver of the car didn't shout Alan's snack bar before he committed, before his van decided to swerve into a crowd of people. Because the institution that the British people have the most trust in, obviously that being the London Met Police Department, have declared that there is no reason to believe or to suspect that this incident is in any way terror related. I mean, why would it be terror related? What could possibly give you the stupidest idea to even think that cars ramming themselves into crowds of people has anything to do with terrorism? I mean, it's happening everywhere now, all across Europe. Can't you see? I mean, 3 months ago in Magdeburg, Germany, a car randomly drove up to a crowd of people at a Christmas market, injuring just over 200 people and killing 6 of them. About 2 weeks ago, a Mini Cooper decided to ram itself into a crowd of people again in Germany, Munich to be exact. And the Mini Cooper decided, yep, today is a good day where I'm just going to crash myself into a crowd of people, because that's exactly what 4-seater cars do, don't they? They just decide, 1 minute they're driving along, minding their own business, and the next thing you know, suddenly, out of the blue, yup de fucking do, they decide it'd be a great idea just to drive themselves head first into a crowd of people, into this group of silly people just waiting for me to crash into them. Now let's just sweep the sarcasm to one side and focus on the topic at hand. The police are declaring this incident as non-terror related. The driver was arrested on suspicion of careless driving and also driving under the influence of drugs. You can look it up yourself. It's on the news. Under the influence of drugs. So you're telling me, you're making me believe that this driver was taking drugs in the afternoon on a weekday during the daytime. It's not Friday or Saturday night. Okay, it's not. It's a weekday. Then he hops into his van, driving under the influence, obviously under the influence of drugs. He's completely disoriented and he completely loses control of his vehicle. And get this, you're telling me that considering all the roads in and around central London are set at a 20 mph speed limit. That, bear with me, okay, this driver loses control of his vehicle driving at 20 miles per hour, and his van just swerves from one side to another, then ends up crashing into a crowd of people. You're telling me that with the technology that these new Ford Transit van models have installed in them, that these safety measures installed into them, implemented into the system, built into them, things like emergency braking and collision control, did nothing to stop this vehicle from ramming into this crowd of people. I'm a delivery driver myself. I've driven Ford Transit vans. I know that these vehicles, these newer models especially, they have these safety measures built into them, especially with emergency braking. When the van is reversing, or even when it's just about to drive headfirst into an immovable object, it senses that a collision might occur, and it takes into consideration that this might happen, and then the safety measures implemented into the system of the vehicle is triggered. And you're telling me that this did nothing at all to prevent the van from crashing? The driver must have manually turned these safety measures off. There's no other way to interpret it. You know, this is beyond ridiculous. As soon as you hear the authorities declaring incidents as non-terror related, everyone's eyebrows are raised. Because you can guarantee that this has got to be terror related. I mean, it wasn't terror related when the Southport killer decided to hop into a Taylor Swift dance class and slash at little innocent girls. This is done on purpose to lie to the general public, to gaslight people into believing the authorities, to take our attention away from issues related to mass, uncontrolled, illegal immigration, having a direct effect on our society, on our communities, and it compromises on the safety of our streets, and that these incidents are no coincidences. The underlying cause of all these incidents is that we are bringing in swarms of people coming from foreign lands who belong to the religion of peace, and that they are here to threaten our communities. And many people in this country are starting to become aware of this. Shame on you, Keir Starmer, the farmer harmer. Shame on you, Sadiq can't do fuck all, London Mayor. And shame on you, Nigel Farage, for refusing to acknowledge, to address these issues, and for kicking Rupert Lowe out. Because at this point, at this time, we need strong politicians, strong individuals like Rupert Lowe, Ben Habib, Howard Cox, Andrew Bridgen, Liz Truss, Nick Tenconi, to be able to deliver mass deportations. It's what the British people deserve. We are at a tipping point in this country. We need mass deportations now. No ifs, no buts, no compromises. That's all I have to say for you guys. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good night.